Hello, fam. Welcome. My name is MagdalineJanet. If you're new, welcome to the fam. Please don't forget to like and subscribe because we're always here having a good time. And come visit me on TikTok and Insta because I'm there daily. And of course, welcome back to my oldies but goodies. You guys, today, okay, I have most of my face on. I recently purchased this Too Faced Cloud Crush blush. I'm like, let's see what this is all about because I just loved how vibrant the shades that they have are. So I'm like, let's try it out and see how it works out on oily skin and all that jazz. So before we get started, let me give you some info about this blush. The new Too Faced Cloud Crush Blurring Blush retails for $29. They come in 6 shades. I have the shade Watermelon Rain. This is an airy diffused blurring blush infused with a flower extract blend, available in different satin and diffused matte finishes. I purchased mine at Sephora. Now that we have the info, let me tell you what I have on my skin. I started off with the Milk Makeup Matte and Blurring Primer. Added that all over the skin. You guys know I have oily skin, so we needed a bit of a matte primer. I let that dry down a little bit. Then I followed up with my e.l.f. Camo CC Cream. I am in the shade Medium 310. Added this all over the face with my hands first, and then I blended it out with the e.l.f. Dual Brush, and then I kind of tapped it out with my sponge. After that, I contoured with the Tarte Sculpt Tape Liquid Contour in the shade Cool Bronze. Added that all over the face and then blended it out. After that, set my entire skin with the Givenchy powder, making sure everything is nice and set so it doesn't move around, especially because we're working with this powder blush. And I concealed with these Urban Decay concealers today, but I'm reviewing it today, so I couldn't really show you that footage. The video is up before this one, so it's up here on the channel if you want to check it out. Here we are with the blush. You guys know I love blush. Blush is my jam. Hold on, I'm looking for a brush. A blush brush. Oh, my favorite one. I wasn't sure if it was dirty. I love blush. I think blush can just, ooh, look at this. Oh my gosh. Yeah, the point, I love blush. I love blush. I think it's just such a great topping to the skin. I may not add a bronzer today, maybe, but let's just look at this right here. This is the shade Watermelon Rain. This is supposed to be a blurring blush. I keep saying brush. Blush. I don't really know what that means, a blurring blush. Let's get some of the blush with the brush. Oh, look at this pigment. Oh my God, I'm scared. I'm thinking I'm gonna add a little bit on my lids too. So with blush, I like to add it up here, right? And we're gonna tap it. Oh my God, this is pigmented. Oh my God, very pigmented. We're gonna tap it because we're gonna place it, and then we're going to buff. Wow, this is quite pigmented, but I kind of like it. You see just how much color it adds to the skin? And then I like to keep the blush kind of up here. You know, keep it like straight up so it gives us a nice lifted look. And what I'm doing, I'm tapping it. I like tap and then buff, tap and then buff. But you want to buff when you know the product is on there. You know what I'm saying? It has a slight scent. It's fruity. It's not like potent, but it's like cute. No, I'm not like a big scented person. Like I don't buy things because it smells good. That's just not me. Ooh, you see I'm going right here in the top. I like this. This is very pigmented, and I got a shade that I typically wouldn't get. It's like a dark pink, a fuchsia, but I'm like, let's try it and see, because also a lot of times I feel like these types of shades just intimidate me a little bit. I'm like, oh my God, what if like I look clowny or something? But whatever, you know, who cares? So I'm gonna add a little bit here, maybe a little bit on my nose. I may add a little bit of bronzer just to give us a little depth, but this is cute. Like this is so nice. You see that? Let me show you. Let me show you. Let me show you. Look at that. And I love that it's not patchy. You see that? Sometimes matte blushes. Actually, let's swatch. I have a lot of swatches going on. Ooh, look at that pigment. Oh my goodness. Yeah, it's a matte blush. Wow. But it feels smooth. It's not that drying matte that kind of feels like chalk, especially when it goes on your hand and your hand doesn't have any lotion like me. So, wow, this is nice. Look at this. You see that? Huh. Dang, this is pigmented. Okay, two things I like to do. We're gonna get a little bit of bronzer just to add a little bit of depth. This is the Nabla bronzer. We're gonna add kind of like below that bronzer. I mean, the blush. What am I, girl? You guys, it's been raining hard out here in these LA streets, and I'm so discombobulated. It's been like this for 2 days. I mean, I know it's like only 2 days, but we don't get rain like that. And what I like to do is clean up. So I'm gonna get my powder that I have here. We're just gonna clean this up. This way too, it gives our cheeks more of the lifted look. You see how it's gonna look after we clean that up versus this one. You see that? And I go from my mouth all the way up to the top of the ear. And it all depends how your face shape is, but typically that's how you measure the cleanup. The same way, the end of your eye to your temple, same thing. And then here, I just like to set, and then my nose, because I added a little bit. I did say I was gonna add it on my lids, right? Let's get like a bit of a fluffy brush. Look at this. Wow, this thing is pigmented. Okay. We're gonna add like a pink little situation here. You guys know I'm not a big pink wearer, but the last time I reviewed a blush, I think it was the Gucci blush, and it's an eyeshadow also, or it said something like that in the description, and I had eyeshadow already, so I'm like, you know what? Today we're gonna use this. You know, we're gonna do an all-day wear test, so we make sure this is legit and it's worth our monies. I do have oily skin and oily lids here. See if this is going to last. Am I too pinky? A little bit. Should I add a pink lip just to kind of take it home? Okay. Wow. I like this. Let me give you the time so we get the clock started. It's 7:30. And I, for real, cannot speak today. So I'm going to add a wing and then show you and speed it up how I remove this and then add setting powder, and then I'll be back. You guys, I'm not gonna lie, this monochromatic look that we have going on with this blush, I love it. I tried creating a lip that matches, you know, especially my swatches. Look, this is me swatching lipsticks. Look at my swatch. Like, I washed my hand and it just did not come off. Well, granted, I didn't really scrub. I just wanted to show you guys how good this swatch still freaking looks. And my lip is Total Baller from NYX. And then this lip from Pillow Fight from NYX. And then I wanted to cool it down a little bit. So I got this mauve shade. It's the shade 143 Le Mauve, to create the brown and the pink, because we have brown and pink going on here. I'm typically not a matchy girl, but today we are. So what do you think? What do you think of this blush? I kind of really like it. I think it's very smooth. It's very pigmented. Look at the lids. You can just see. It's very buildable too. Hold on, let me add a little more. I think it looks really, really freaking good. I would actually prefer this one over the Gucci bronzer. Not bronzer, blush. Okay, you guys know blush tends to fade, especially I have oily skin. We need to see how it works out, especially because it's a high-end blush. I'm just loving the smoothness of it all. And I'm really pink. So anyway, let's go in front of the window so you guys can see the shade in different lighting. Like I told you guys, as a first impressions, I'm feeling this. As long as this wears well, it's in the bag, you know? Okay, like I got a little bit of light going on here, so good. But look at this. Look at this blush. This side has more blush. I just love how beautiful it is. It's not too much. It's not too little. It's pigmented, but it's buildable. So you won't be super pink like this if you don't want to. You can kind of be more on the subtle side, like this side. But I like this. And look at the swatch. You see how just pigmented it is? I love that. Oh my God, I'm excited to see how it wears. And it's raining, so my face may get wet today, so we'll see. Bam, I'm back. It is 6 o'clock, you guys. We've had this blush on for what, about 10, 11 hours? Look at this skin. But of course, before we get started, I do want to show you some footage I got at around 3 o'clock just to show you in daylight. You can kind of see my oils coming through. My skin is looking a little more the glowier side, but we know I do have oily skin, but the blush was still intact. Everything was looking very, very pink. So I was pleasantly surprised. I didn't think it would be so vibrant at this point. And here we are now. My skin is oily. I haven't tapped it. I haven't done anything, but that's how it is. You know, my skin, you know, oily skin is oily skin. And look at this. This was the side that had more blush on. And look at the lids. You see how pigmented this is? Like, this blush is beyond beautiful. It's pigmented. It has such a great texture. That's what was most shocking to me. I thought this was just gonna be another typical blush. I don't know why I felt like that. I really like this. I love the pigment. I will link them down below. But let me know, have you gotten this blush? Are you planning on getting it? Because whoa, whoa, whoa. I feel like my skin doesn't look any different from what we started off. Just with the extra glow right now. But you guys know we got oily skin. I definitely don't look gastada. I look well put together. And in my hoodie because it is freezing. So let me know your thoughts. Do you guys like Too Faced? Are you buying Too Faced makeup? I feel like they're releasing so much makeup now. Or maybe because it's just the beginning of the year. But let me know your thoughts on these blushes. I like the shade range too. They have pink shades and they have warm shades. So I really like that. I typically don't do orange blushes because my skin tends to pull very, very warm if I add anything warm on. And I don't know, I'm not feeling the orange look. I'm probably just feeling more the pink look, you know? But yeah, this is it. Let me know your thoughts on this. And thank you so much for hanging out with me and spending a little bit of your day with me. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, click the button right there, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.